Greydon, and this is BINBUSTER, and today I have an awesome review for you. I just came from the movie Air, starring Matt Damon, Ben Affleck, Viola Davis, Marlon Wayans, Jason Bateman, and Chris Tucker, and also directed by Ben Affleck. This movie talks to you about how Nike brokered a deal with the Jordan family, with Michael Jordan, to become the biggest seller of shoes ever. That's what this movie's about. And as like I usually do with my reviews, I'll give you my good, my bad, and my overall ratings and thoughts on this movie. So the good in this movie, superbly acted and directed. Ben Affleck does amazing in this movie as not only the director, but as Philip Knight. And I'm going to say this about every cast. I'm just going to say this right now. The good is the casting. They all were great on here. You could tell they were having fun with it. I did a little background on the movie. I found out that these actors actually had a say in the script. Ben Affleck, as a director, had a say in it from the writer, Matt Damon. Each person had a little say in their character. And I said, oh, so they would probably go like this. Even Michael Jordan had a say in this script because he goes, my mom's not in this enough. And we need more of my mom because she was the one who helped broker the deal and was very instrumental in the early part of his career. So that's where Viola Davis comes in. So Michael Jordan even had a say in this movie. And you could tell these men and women are having fun in this movie. This is a fun movie to be at. I was in a theater. Everyone was laughing at jokes. There was music there that people do. They were singing along. Everyone had a good time in the theater. I miss the theater experience. Oh, it's good to be back every so often with a movie like this that I absolutely love. My wife, upon leaving, she says, we need to buy this one when it comes out. That's always a good sign from my wife. When we leave a movie, she's like, yeah, we need to buy this. Because she is not a big sports movie fan, but she loved this movie. Number 2, the biggest shoe deal in sports history. This also paved the way, and they tell you at the end of the movie, when they break down the little characters like they do all, because of true stories, what happened to this character. Well, we see that Sonny Vaccaro, as you guys don't know, Matt Damon's character, ended up becoming instrumental in college players being able to merchandise their likeness in college sports, which is a big plus there. It tells the story of how, it just shows you that Nike, in their first year of the Air Jordans, made $162 million, and it accounts for $4 billion of their sales annually. That's a lot, just because of Michael Jordan. And he was the first player in this movie, and they tell you how it came about, to garner passive income for it with each shoe that's sold that way. Which I think was boys of his mom setting him up for the future and her grandkids, potential grandkids in the future. Yeah, I think that's what that pretty much more so was than anything else. But the bad, I really can't say anything about. At times, it felt like there were segments. Like it was almost, like I said, at times it felt very segmented, but it didn't take away from it. I understood why they kind of segmented it the way they did, because they had to tell different parts of the story. So you can't just follow around Sonny Vaccaro all the time if it's a shoe about Michael Jordan. You have to get to the Jordan somewhere. But it seems like it was well put together, even though it was segmented a lot. And you can't really tell that unless after the movie, you could figure that out. You don't see it that way. But you can tell everyone has a great time in here. Overall, I would honestly say go see this movie in theaters. I'm going to give this movie a 4 stars. Yeah, 4 stars. Why? I had people talking in the theater. It kind of ruined the theater experience for me. But you know what? Let's make it a 5. I'm giving this 5 stars. I'm changing my mind right now. It's a 5-star movie, at least to me. I like this movie because I grew up in that era of Bulls sports where Michael Jordan was predominantly the greatest basketball player that ever lived. And how Nike came about and the Air Jordans were so phenomenal and how great of a shoe they are. Expensive, but still a great shoe. So if you want to have a great time in the movie with people surrounding you that will laugh, that will sing along with the music, and have a good time in here, this is for you. I recommend going and see Air at your local theaters. Came out August 5th. It's the 16th now, so enjoy this movie. And tell them the BINBUSTER sent you. You're not going to get a discount, but just tell them I sent you. Until next time, this was my 5-star review of Air.